Good afternoon, guys. My name is Maxine Hines. I'm a recovery coach. Life after recovery is a addiction, not just drugs and alcohol, but anything has to do with addictive behavior. I am Maxine Hines again. I worked in recovery for almost 9 years, in and out of state. I do. I talk to a lot of people internationally and locally when it comes to recovery and when it comes to coaching. I'm also a confident, professional, motivational speaker. I help to grow business, I build business, and I have my own business. So give me all the tools that I personally need to be a professional coach in this area. I'm not only a life coach in addiction area. I'm a life coach in general for life and everything. I took on addiction just because I was on the receiving end of addiction. And I think it's something very dear to my heart. I have a lot of friends, close relative, close friends that gone through something of a sort when it comes to addiction. So personally, I am so honored that I had the privilege to work in that area and I can come back and teach and promote and assist and coach the people that I love the most. I often talk about addiction because a lot of people don't realize that addiction has no face. It has no color. It has no specific person and it has no specific belief. Addiction is something that a lot of people suffer with, not even knowing that it is an addiction. So oftentimes when you speak about addiction, a person would attach addiction to drugs and alcohol. But come to find out, working in addiction and working in the treatment center, I realize majority of us have something addictive or some addicted behavior that we dealt with and we are not aware of it. So I wanted to bring awareness to what it is and how close addiction can come to home and how sometimes addiction is sitting in your actual home, and just because you don't pay attention to it or you don't realize what it is, you really don't even care about it. But just because, personally for me, addiction at home very close. I'm not going to go into details of where, how, and when I was personally not addicted, attached to addiction. Because sometimes you do not want to offend the person, and I don't want to offend this person. So for me, I'm just going to talk around what addiction is. I've seen several times throughout my time working in addiction, and I've been working in that field now for the past 9 years. Actually, I was just talking to someone earlier, and they commend me on 2 years of staying straight and clean recovery. That's someone that I work with personally in and out of rehab, making sure I could send this person back home to his wife and his family, making sure that he rekindled the life that he wanted for a very long time. And I appreciate that call. I was just on the call with him. I also have another young lady that I'm working with right now. She felt like it will never happen, and I'm working with her now. She's at home, she's doing very well, and I appreciate the fact that I am the one that these people select to work with them or for them, to coach them through what it is. Because I want to talk something, I want to go reverse a little bit. One of the things for me when I worked in recovery that was major to me is that a lot of clients was leaving recovery and going home with a treatment package. A treatment is only for the time that you are in a facility. When you're going home, you should be going home with a plan, not a treatment plan, a recovery plan you're supposed to be going home with. It's two different things. Treatment can be for a month, it can be for 7 days. Recovery is for the rest of your life. So you want to make sure you diagnose the two and you know what you should be leaving with and what you should be keeping in treatment. So a lot of people that I'm working with, they left treatment and go home with a treatment plan. And then when they got home, they didn't know where to go, what to do, because the same home, the same place, the same people, and the same issue are still there. So what I'm doing in my coaching business right now is helping people who went home with a treatment plan. I'm changing that to a recovery plan. And it's working for a lot of people because, as they would say, they didn't know there's a difference in recovery. Excuse me.